Nick Merck calls out Kris Tyson. You should be ashamed of yourself leaving behind your wife and child to play pretend. Yeah. So this is Kris Tyson. For those of you who don't know who he is, he's Mr.Beast's companion. He's featured in a lot of Mr.Beast videos. And now he's featured cross-dressing in Mr.Beast videos. All right? Mr.Beast responded and said, Ava. And everyone's like, who the hell is Ava? Ava is now Kris Tyson's new name. So he changed his name from Kris, which was originally spelled C-H-R-I-S, to Kris, K-R-I-S. And now he's calling himself Ava. Ava is literally always with her kid and doesn't even go on shoots to spend more time with him. Tuckman is always smiling, not sure why this rumor is a thing. Well, he's a little kid, he doesn't know any better, so he probably is always smiling, unaware that he is being perverted by his father. But this is not the first time that Mr.Beast has come to Kris Tyson's aid. He's done it before, and this was originally when people started commenting on his transition. So this new Sunny video, this is by Relloan, feels really invasive for all the wrong reasons. Like, why did you make this? You delved into a man's marriage and it's just really off-putting and unnecessary. Kris Tyson is a public figure and is part of one of the most subscribed YouTube channel on the planet that is geared primarily toward children. So yeah, I think it's a good idea to let parents know that a man masquerading as a woman is now featured in these videos. So Mr.Beast writes, yeah, this is getting absurd. Kris isn't my nightmare, he's my effing friend, and things are fine. All this transphobia is really starting to piss me off. So the problem isn't his cross-dressing friend. The problem is your transphobia. The problem is you're uncomfortable with the fact that a grown man pretending to be a woman is featured in in YouTube videos your children watch. You're the problem, not his friend who torpedoed his marriage, is perverting his son and is perverting millions of kids who see him in Mr.Beast video. Nope, you're the problem, not him. It infuriates me. So Kris Tyson's baby mama Katie put out a statement in response to Nick Merckx and Jake the Viking, who Jake was also a guy that was featured in Mr.Beast videos. Here's a summary. I'm just going to read Katie's response. So this is from the wife. Mine and Tucker's life are better than ever because she divorced the man that is cross-dressing in front of her kids. Tucker's life is kept relatively private as much as it can be, solely because of people like you who try to make it a headline topic with a 4-year-old's life blasted as a headline. Now, notice too, they're deflecting to the kids, but the comment is never actually about the kids, all right? The comment is about the father, not the kid, the father. The father perverting the kids. So they're making it seem like the kids are the ones under fire. No, nobody has a problem with the kids. We have a problem with what's being done to the kids. That's the issue. All right. So there are plenty of other things to talk about in this world, other than a 4-year-old who will one day see all of this. Imagine, and he'll also see his cross-dressing father, and he'll also have to live with that reality that he's never going to have a real dad. Imagine having to get introduced to the internet and having all your life as a headline topics, all of his life bashed all over the internet. His life is kept private as much as possible, and not so people like you can create a headline of a life situation you know nothing about. So next time, please choose a different headline other than an innocent 4-year-old's life. Our lives are the best they've been, and Tucker is loved and cared for by both parents in both homes and is thriving. I don't know who Nick is, and I don't care who he is, but as a parent himself, is this the example we want to set for our children? That's the example I want to set for my children. I want to be seen as a man that's willing to stand up for what is right and what is true. and not shrink back because people might be offended. So yeah, I actually think Nick is a great role model. When we don't agree with someone, we bash them. No, we correctly identify what they're doing is wrong, and we challenge them to stop doing it, and make other parents aware of their perversion. Their families drag others' children through the trenches by spreading false information about their lives. Be better, set better examples. No false information is shared. By nature of what Kris Tyson is doing, he is perverting those children. He just is. This is another tweet from him. So just to kind of give you an idea of this guy, I did also hate seeing the hate for me turn into just general transphobia. So I'm trying to make it known, make fun of me all you want, but mess with the trans homies and well. So threatening to kill people who criticize him masquerading as a man. It gets worse though, man. This guy is a pervert. All right, so here he is featured in this tight dress, holding the trans flag, and oh look, we had every right to be concerned about his child because look, his child is now he shared this to his Snapchat, and he titled "Tucker chose to slay" this morning, and now he's cross-dressing his kid. He's putting heels on his child, and then you want to say Nick's wrong? No, this guy is perverting his child. Resident Cancel writes, no way. Yeah. Unfortunately, this is reality. It gets so much worse. Like, this is bad. Some of the other stuff I'm about to show you is worse. All right. All right. So this is a tweet that he sent a long time ago. Oh man, I can't show you the full thing. Well, he writes, nothing gets my knob a cranking like some lolly. And for those of you who don't know what lolly is, here's what it is. What is lolly anime? Lolly anime is a genre of anime and manga that features characters who look like young girls, usually under 14. So a lot of people are quick to cancel Dr. Disrespect. Well, what about Kris Tyson? Because he is actively perverting a child right now. And those are some of the tweets that he posted. So this is in 2016, talking about how he gets off on anime featuring 14-year-olds. Then this is another tweet by him that be look good for a 4-year-old, and then he just more degeneracy from him. So this guy is demented as hell. Rosa Canto writes, "That's crazy. What is that? Yep, that's how that probably goes." It's sick, man, you know, and this guy is perverting his child. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But he's not just perverting his child, all right? Because he's featured in Mr.Beast video, which, by the way, again, is the most subscribed YouTube in all of the world, he's perverting countless people's children. He's saying that he's teaching them to deny reality. He's teaching them that they can bend their gender, and he's perverting them sexually. It's gross. It's weird. It's uncomfortable. That's why whenever we see somebody in a dress, we're automatically, a man in a dress, uncomfortable with it, because we know and we can recognize that it's perverse. Yet he goes unscathed, you know, and Mr.Beast has yet to cut ties with him. I get that this is his friend, but you don't have to let him work for your company. You don't have to put him in your videos. You don't have to publicly support him and draw a line in the sand, because now his content is, I tried to give him the benefit of the doubt with the first tweet. This is your friend. You're saying the PR thing, whatever, right? You know, I don't agree with you, but I could at least understand. But he's doubling down. So he's not changing his mind on it. He's supporting this madness. And by the way, this is one of the craziest things that our culture has ever done. All right. So the other day I spoke about an event that happened in, I think it was 1518. I think I have the tweet. I just want to read it. So in 1518, there was a dancing plague that resulted in people being unable to stop dancing. It was so bad that people ended up collapsing from exhaustion, getting heat strokes, and even dying of heart attacks. And this baffled historians. And as crazy as the dancing plague was, trans ideology is that much more insane. This is going to be one of those things that baffles historians. They're not going to be able to comprehend how we allowed this to happen. It's crazy town. And when you have the most influential YouTuber in the world endorsing it, it gives it that much more power to spread. Which is why, if you're a parent, you should no longer be supporting Mr.Beast. You should not be subscribing to his YouTube channels. You should not be letting him be played in your home because it's not safe for your kids. Now, there is safe content. You can download the Daily Wire's Ben Key app. They have a show called How Ridiculous, basically like Mr.Beast, with British guys and no cross-dressers. Better option than Mr.Beast. So, yeah,